Is your Mac desktop driving you crazy? You're not alone. Today we're gonna tame that digital beast and transform your Mac from this to that. Alright, let's clean up that messy desktop. First, let's enable desktop stack. If you use a trackpad, click Control click, or if you use external mouse, just right click and then enable here use stacks. See, it's always sorted in stacks. And next, what I like to do, you can group stacks by. For example, what I like to do is date added, and then you have some toggles here, and you can see a previous 7 days, yesterday, and what I did today. Let's organize your files in the folder, and it can look something like this. This dock is a disaster zone. Let's clean it up. What I like to do on the new Mac is to delete apps I don't use. To decide what to keep, I ask myself, do I use this app on daily basis? If the answer is no, I will delete it. Let's do it. You can just drag and drop and you will remove it. Alright, this looks way better. You also can hide the dock and the top bar. Here's how you can do it. Press Command space and type system settings and hit enter, and then go to desktop and docks, turn automatically hide and show dock, and what this does, you can now, if you hover with your mouse, the dock will come up or hide. While we're here, next what I like to do is to click wallpaper to real desktop. For example, if you click now, the window will disappear. I don't like it, so I just put it on only stage manager. Now if you click somewhere, the window will be fixed, it will not disappear. For the top bar, we go back here to control center and we'll scroll down, and we'll change this automatically hide and show the menu bar to always. Now the top bar disappears as well. I like it this way. And pro tip, for example, you can drag and drop the volume here from the center here, and you have the volume here. And if you don't like it, you can actually disable here again sound, and then don't show a menu bar, and then it will disappear again. By following these steps, your Mac will be more organized than 99% of the Mac out there. One more thing, try to avoid the trap of clean but annoying. Let me explain. Clean but annoying is like nothing on your desktop. It only looks good on the picture. And clean and useful is, for example, you have 1 or 2 folders on your desktop which you use on daily basis. It can be not only folder, it can be something else as well. Don't let your desktop become a minimalistic nightmare. Balance is the key. Desktop done. Next one is the Finder. This little smiley guy can be pain, but we will make it work for us. Alright, before we delete some stuff, let's add my secret weapon for organize my files. And no, it's not favorites or iCloud, it's tags. I know what you're thinking. Tags, are you crazy? No one uses them. I totally disagree with it, and here's why. Imagine you have a folder on your desktop and another folder in your drive or in your iCloud, and one more folder in your SSD. That will take ages to find all this folder in this different location. So what I like to do is use tags. For example, if one area, health, or for example YouTube, you can click on the tag and then you will directly see all the folder what I just mentioned in different location. You just need to tag them and you can directly see, okay, this is one on SSD and this one is on my desktop and this is on iDrive. And the hidden benefit, you will save a lot of time in the long run. You will reduce the time you spend on organizing or sorting your files. You just tag them and you can find them easily. Alright, we covered tags. Remember the clean but annoying principle. This kicks in right here. It's absolutely clean window, a bit too clean. Let's do something useful. Go to view, and then what I like to do is show path bar and show status bar. So what it does, now you can see right here, we have 18 items in what I used recently. And if you click on this item, for example, you can see the location where exactly it's located. It's exactly what you saw before where I explained the tags. It's much better and more useful now. Now we are ready to clean up the rest of the Finder. Let's go a little bit like this. And now you can go settings, and here I have some stuff I like to do. I know some people don't like these tabs instead. but you can check it off or on, it's up to you, because normally I use, if I press Command N, I have already second window open, so for me it doesn't matter if it's in tabs or not. And in text we talked about before, so I use only 2 of them, so everyone else you can just hide them as well, just click them off and then they will disappear. Next is a sidebar, and here you can also clean up what you don't use or don't need, for example AirDrop, and everything else is personal preference. I do a lot of videos of course, so I like to have movie here. And under advanced, this is personal preference as well. You can enable show file extensions if you're not a programmer or don't care too much if on the end is PDF or PNG, so you can turn it off. Let's give me some example. If you go at Safari, you can see .app now. If you disable this, and this is gone. This is basically what it does. So you can keep it, or if you like more control, you can use that one. And the most important is here, search this Mac. I like to do is current folder. And what it does, if we go for example project, and if you have this search bar here, let's search for T1. So now you only see everything what is in this folder with this name. Before it was searching all the Mac. Here's how I like to use Finder and Spotlight. For example, Finder I always use if I 100% sure the file is in a specific folder, and for Spotlight if I only knew some keywords or some direction where it could be, so I just type some keywords and then Spotlight suggests me some search results and then I just go it. Or if I know it's for example in Apple Notes, so I just type note and then hit tab space, and then you can type some keywords for title and then it will find it as well. And by the way, you can put the application folder right here. I like it this way, so you can open them right here. If you click right click, you can change the view. I keep it mostly automatically, but you have the option different list. And what I also like to do, I fill some folder I use often, like for example projects. So now I have both. Every window I open, I can directly just jump from here or from my desktop directly to the project folder. I don't know about you, but I already feel more productive and more organized and more control of my Mac. But we can do more. Let's defeat some common enemies on Mac. So press Command Spacebar again and search for system settings. And what I like to do is change the mouse direction. Scroll down, go to trackpad and then scroll and zoom. Here it says natural scrolling is turned on, but for me, to be honest, it feels more natural if I turn it off, and then you can see the animation what it exactly does. Now it's, for me at least, it's more natural if you scroll. Trust me, your brain will thank you. Enemy 1 defeated. Great job. Our next stop is, I cannot pronounce it, so I will not try it, is this one. Then go completely down, pointer control, trackpad options, and you can enable here, use trackpad for dragging, and with 3-finger drag. Click OK. The benefit of this, you don't have to press and hold and then move something. You just use your 3-finger and then you can move windows or folders. You don't need to hold and press and then move. So it's much easier. Of course, you need to get used to it. Pro tip, if we are already here, go to appearance. Now you can change the accent color. You can see it will change over there. Normally it's in, I think it's called multicolor, and here you can change to your liking. It's also changed in apps like Apple Notes, the color as well. It's pretty cool. And if we are already here, what I like to do is show all the scroll bar and jump to the spot that's clicked. So for example, if we click now, it will be instantly jumped in this direction. If we turn it off, you can see it's a little bit slower. So I highly recommend this jumping. Oh, much better. Try it right now. Believe me, it's amazing. I got one more desktop trick for you. You can create alias folder. So how it works, if you go to the Finder here and let's go documents, I have a folder here. If you click right click and make an alias, and then it will create a new folder with the arrow. You can see this is the alias folder, and then you can just drag and drop here, and of course you can rename it. And what this does, this shortcut will point to the original folder's location, allow you to access it with one click. If you click on it, you can see we have directly, the location is different. It's not desktop, it's documents. And of course, no worry, if you finish your project or whatever you do, you can delete this shortcut, just delete it, and no worries, if you go back here, the all data is still saved in this folder. I use it all the time, it's a big time saver. Alright, we have one more thing to do. Let's change the wallpaper that we have. Alright, much better. Great job. We overcome technical difficulties and frustration and master our messy Mac and ran from this to that. Thank you so much for your time, and if this video was useful, consider subscribing, and you maybe enjoy this video as well. Have a great day and see you in the next one.